My name is Gary Epright. I'm the technical advisor for the Matelex company. I've been in refrigeration for a longer part of 40 years. I worked for ice cream companies, Haagen-Dazs and Ben & Jerry's. I've also worked for Quaker Oats, Walmart, Wild Oats Markets, and a series of other companies over my career. Refrigeration has been one of my passions. It's been one of the things that I've worked a lot on, and we were working on this really great project that installs a leak detection system into your store that will limit the amount of refrigeration losses you will have. It's a critical piece of equipment. It's something that we worry about every day, and at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter what refrigerant we're using in our systems. The game is to keep the refrigerant in the systems, and if it does leak, to find out about it as soon as we can so that we can do something about it and limit its impact on the environment. Today, we don't do a very good job of measuring the leakage rates that happen. How do leaks occur in your system? Well, as systems age, of course, vibration and a variety of other symptoms, corrosion, can cause a leak. Unfortunately, occasionally we have a bad installation where the equipment wasn't installed properly and leaks result from that. Nobody's 100%. So basically, if a human being has built it, there's a chance something may go wrong and it'll break. So we know they're going to occur. Leaks are just part of what we do. The real important part of this is how quickly to respond to that leak. If it takes you a day to find a leak, a month, a year, we're talking substantial amount of refrigerant that goes out the door. With that refrigerant goes a part of your profits. And in addition to that, we're harming the environment. So no matter what we do, we really need to find a better way to find that leak and seal it off so that it doesn't cause any problems. We believe that Matelex has come up with an excellent way to do that. They have a leak detection system that has been proven in Europe. It is currently in 4,000 stores and has existed for 10 years. They have a lot of experience with the product, and currently they are limiting the amount of refrigerant that reaches out into the atmosphere. In some cases, reduce it more than 20% over what your current rates are. As we face the changes in legislation in California, which is already here, and now through the EPA, the rest of the United States, we need to look for better systems to improve the way we approach leaks and basically solve the problem. Engineers like myself and many others in this trade have talked for years about how to solve the problems and fact-based decisions. Well, fact-based decisions are data-based decisions. And Matelex has presented a way to collect information and data to throw an algorithm at it and basically know when a leak is occurring so that you can get in front of this and reduce the amount of leakage that comes out. Whenever I've taken an idea like this to a manager, the first thing they want to talk about is ROI. So return on investment is several-fold within this project. First, you have the savings of the refrigerant, you have the cutback in the service calls, and at the end of the day, leaks are bad news. Nobody wants to see their company associated with an excessive rate. So good publicity, savings, it really does fit the bill for what it needs, and managers should be looking for ROI projects like this. In the industry, why are leaks not being addressed? Well, without a system like Matelex's, you're literally the guy with the lantern running around. I think it was a Greek that was looking for an intelligent man or something like that. Well, it's like looking for a leak. A leak is odorless, colorless, and you need to get close with a handheld device. You need to get within a couple feet of the leak in order to determine where it's coming from. It really is a difficult process to find leaks on a manual inspection. Not knowing that you have a leak and not knowing the things that Matelex can tell you about that leak leaves you kind of in the dark as to where you're going. And Matelex will permit you to find these things. Now, if companies spend the time to determine exactly how a job's supposed to be done, and they follow up and make sure that all the procedures and processes are done, the inert gas that's injected to make the soldering good, the master making sure that the solders are performed as they're supposed to be, doing all the right things to make sure that the package is leak-proof when it gets and is installed on site, and then making sure that the connections with the piping are done properly and installed properly. They're all part of the big picture. But even if they do it perfectly, somewhere down the line a leak is going to occur, and you have to be able to deal with that leak when it does.